Oluwatobi Oyinlola, an embedded system engineer. I've been doing some amazing job with some set of engineers. When you're trying to change the world and trying to change the way we do things, the company is trying to build the 5th generation vehicle in which everybody knows about Hyperloop. Hyperloop is just where you can move from, let's say, Lagos to Abuja within 30 minutes, or San Francisco to California within 30 minutes. So most of us, we put together, ideas of how can we make this a reality. It's not about you can program or you can do a great job, but you need to put it to work by implementing it in real life. One of the things that drives young engineer nowadays, it's not about, okay, I'm going to pay you $5,000 or money. What I expect to drive youth now is about, you want to change the world, you want to create something that others doesn't even think about, and you want to create a solution that, okay, we are in Africa, we want to solve a problem in Africa, then we do the solution for Africa. Yesterday I was talking about totally different thing on IoT, but my own mindset from day one, it's not about, you go to US and bring in things. It's okay, but you need to solve a problem whereby the problem specifically is for Africa. So now for rLoop, sponsored by Elon Musk, in which it's a competition whereby people from all over the country are to come together and build a prototype design for Hyperloop. And I was just on the internet trying to, browse normally, not even Facebook. I was just Googling a lot of things. And when I saw this post from Reddit, I don't know, some of you should know Reddit, where people, So a guy just posted a very simple information on Reddit, and he said, okay, I'm thinking of going alongside with the idea of SpaceX, and is anybody interested in working alongside with me? So a lot of guys, computer scientists, information technology, electrical engineering, all of them say, okay, yeah, I'm interested. Wow, that's fascinating. And fortunately for us, we moved from the first stage of the competition to the final stage, which is around August, which we'll be presenting our prototype, the final prototype of the Hyperloop project. What am I saying this? Why am I saying this to the youth? It's not about going to the internet and Googling your name, and the only thing we could see is Facebook and Twitter. Because if I am God, again, I'm saying it, if I see your name and it's just Facebook and Twitter, I'll just tell you to go to hell because you've lived an unfulfilled life. So most importantly, we should take our time using internet as a tool. For the company, the only platform we communicate is online. You have to work with people that have the same mindset. So successfully, we moved from the first stage, second stage, and this is the last stage of the competition. So Slack is one of the platforms we use for conversation. The messages we've chatted severally, it's more than maybe 1-point-something million. Everybody knows Slack. You don't have to go to office and your CEO is looking you eyeball to eyeball. That are you really working? But Slack and Confluence will create a platform whereby they assign role for you. They put deadline to hit. You don't have choice because there is a timeline for it. And it's keep tracking till the last day. So successfully, the team will gather together to work on this platform. How do we raise the money to sponsor ourselves for this project? Well, the competition was actually initiated for students in MIT, Stanford, a lot of big schools. But we met ourselves on the internet. We met on the internet, and how do we build our own prototype? What we did is we raised $57,000 from just providing a single pen. The pen can just be $5. We put it on crowdsource, and we make it $10. People pay $10, and we are able to raise that. All of you know TE. TE is one of the companies that run cables underneath for fiber optics. They gave us $10,000. They don't need anything in return because this is a changing idea for the next generation vehicle. So they gave us a room in California whereby we can make things work out. Sorry, we might be thinking that how are we going to initiate this in Africa? Yes, I think we're even in the 3rd generation, not even in the 4th or 5th yet. When I was in China, I traveled from Rizhao to Shanghai. It's a distance from Lagos to Maiduguri, which is around, let's say, 2 days. But successfully, within 2 hours, I was there. I was like, are you kidding? So we've not even moved up to that level, but how do we do that? We don't need to call Chinese to do it for us. We have smart engineers, as we always say, computer scientists, telecom, IT, electronics, and electrical. We can do it ourselves, but you can't be CEO or software developer working inside your room, creating the world. It's not possible, or changing the world rather. It's not possible. We need collaborative team. You talk about a brilliant solution. It's not about people who want to steal your ideas. Who cares about your ideas? Tell it to some other insight, maybe a software developer, merge things together with yourself, and successfully, we can have a better Africa we all hope for. So these are things that we are trying, and one of the reasons why I enjoyed the team is just, okay, I've been talking lately about rLoop, but because it's not really a company that majorly is from US. We have system, they put the slide up, but the slide explain, can have young engineers, we can introduce rLoop to them. We don't care if you don't know how to program, but we make sure that you can align yourself to a certain role. We have different roles. Some are very good with Facebook, uploading pictures all the day. You can be part of the team. But the idea is all of us are working together to solve a particular problem. So it's not about you can't do anything. You can do everything. And one good news about this rLoop project is around 700 mph, around 500 mph. Normal vehicle is 210, 220. So Elon Musk now has us. He went to our own section of the team. He now said, hello, what are you building? The team led now say, okay, we are also trying to change the world. We are building the next generation vehicle. And say, okay, amazingly. He decided to come because we had the only non-student representative. All other students are from MIT, Stanford. So to cut the whole story short, things must be done in the university center. I think they've said it before I came here about we changing everything in the school settings, because we always talk about we want to build the world. If MIT today says we are not going to use these bulbs any longer, we're going to agree, because MIT is talking. Now, how can we have that in Nigeria too, whereby they just say, okay, University of Ibadan invented one small transistors, and nobody should use any other transistor? Is it possible? Yes, it is. But we need to also look back to our school settings and change a lot of things in the education sector. It's not about companies building things for us. Research and development started from the school. It's not about you gathering together and say, okay, you want to solve this. School is one of the key roles in any development in all this modern day technology. Elon Musk today, he started PayPal, he started SpaceX, he started Tesla Motors, he's now starting Hyperloop. Why can't he go to some companies in China and say, okay, can you solve this for me? Or companies in the US? He started from school. So I think I'll just cut everything short here. I hope you guys can think well about how we can change the world in Africa specifically. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it's very amazing with what everybody said. But the truth is, I want to start with him. I'm not working with NASA. What I said was just the complaint, rLoop, there is a particular guy that he decided he wants to leave NASA for the complaint. So I think you didn't understand that. So basically, we are solving a problem here in this world, and Nigeria specifically. But the challenge with youth nowadays, it's like maybe we are a little bit very lazy, because sometimes you are debugging a program, and unfortunately, you don't even wait till you put them together and make it work for a particular thing, because no motivation from maybe your boss is not really happy with you and the likes. So that one is another aspect of how we can encourage ourselves not to be lazy in solving a problem. I have another thing here. It's not like I work with a US company fully. If you check the rLoop very well, it's a non-governmental organization, and if you want to be a world class in anything you are doing, you don't have choice. You have to bridge a lot of gaps by working with some international governments in one way or the other, just to increase your exposure, increase your thinking, increase a lot of things. And I'm a full-fledged Nigerian. I'm an IoT expert, full-fledged Nigeria. So it is important for us to know, US, they are almost everything. But if we think, looking at them, and we don't want to tap from what they have and just think we can develop everything ourselves, no, it's not possible. But we need to leverage on the world-class software developers. Maybe they have something on GitHub that you can go there and check very well, understand fully well. Also, I talk about Slack. I think it's one of the crucial roles. It's not about you seeing your CEO one after the other that, okay, are you going to come to office today? Yes, I'm going to come. Slack is one of the crucial web application whereby everybody can interact and get things done easily. You can merge it with Hangouts and you get things done easily. So it's one of the most important things for youth of nowadays. Being lazy, you don't need to be lazy. I talk about research and development. I'm very happy with the way they said about the curriculum. I mean, that was very absolutely correct. They don't need to change the curriculum, and they don't need to change the curriculum for ICT, but they still need to just tweak it a little, maybe for a lot of standard, because if we want to be honest with ourselves, research and development in our schools, it's zero. It's not valid. When they give a student a project to work on, let's say, e-commerce, and you look for people to help you out to solve it, in which the lecturer can just tell you, okay, let me form a team. You can be 5 in this group and solve this problem. Don't talk to anybody. Research and extensively learn along the line. By the time you are out, you won't need to add it to your CV that, okay, because most companies, they want to have, they want to employ software developers with 6 years experience or 5 years, and you're just graduating. Where do you get the 6 years from? But they look at your portfolio. You've solved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems in softwares. And they say, okay, definitely this guy, you are just too much. So these are things we need to consider. Thank you very much.